Jimi Hendrix re-evaluated himself as on-screen character Morgan Freeman in the 1970s, not long after faking his own particular demise, specialists guarantee. As indicated by web sleuths, Morgan Freeman's sudden ascent to notoriety in the 1970s happened after Hendrix apparently passed on September 18, 1970. Well-aware1.com reports, "You can endeavor to deny this all you need, however the proof is clear." Morgan Freeman, the on-screen character known as the pen name, otherwise called the musician Jimi Hendrix. "I was the first to report this, and remain by my findings. Do I have to go on? Actually no, not by any stretch of the imagination, on the grounds that on the off chance that you have any capacity to basically think and apply good judgment, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt with this logical confirmation and the supporting verification of his companion, realize what I am stating is fact. On the off chance that you claim to descend, even after you are taking a gander at the confirmation before you, it demonstrates you are thinking in a molded state as well as are profiting from this lie some way or another. The actualities are clear, and the confirmation is sound. James Marshall Jimi Hendrix, conceived Johnny Allen Hendrix, November 27, 1942, September 18, 1970, was an American guitarist, artist, and musician. In spite of the fact that his standard profession spread over just 4 years, he is generally viewed as a standout amongst the most powerful electric guitarists in the historical backdrop of famous music, and a standout amongst the most commended artists of the 20th century. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame depicts him as ostensibly the best instrumentalist in the historical backdrop of sheet music. Conceived in Seattle, Washington, Hendrix started playing guitar at 15 years old. In 1961, he enrolled in the U.S. Army. He was conceded a decent release the next year. Before long, a short time later, he moved to Clarksville, Tennessee, and started playing gigs on the Chitlin circuit, acquiring a place in the Isley Brothers supporting band and later with Little Richard, with whom he kept on working through mid-1965. He at that point played with Curtis Knight and the Squires, previously moving to England in late 1966 subsequent to being found by Linda Keith, who thusly intrigued bassist Charles Chandler of the Animals and turning into his first supervisor. Inside months, Hendrix had earned 3 UK top 10 hits with the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Hello Joe, Purple Haze, and The Wind Cries Mary. He accomplished notoriety in the U.S. after his execution at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, and in 1968 his third and last studio collection, Electric Ladyland, achieved #1 in the U.S. The twofold LP was Hendrix's most industrially effective discharge and his first and final #1 collection. The world's most generously compensated entertainer, he featured the Woodstock Festival in 1969 and the Isle of Wight Festival in 1970, preceding his unintentional passing from barbiturate-related asphyxia on September 18, 1970, at 27 years old. He was found while in the Army. He got reconditioned while moving on from jump school. Presently I ask you this, how would you go from being perceived and granted a medal to only soon after that being released by your bosses who guaranteed you were not fit to serve in the Army? I call horse crap on that, and will conjecture that he was enrolled to be a government operative. Morgan Freeman, born June 1, 1937, is an American non-screen character, movie executive, and storyteller. Freeman has gotten Academy Award selections for his exhibitions in Street Smart, Driving Miss Daisy, The Shawshank Redemption, and Invictus, and won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar in 2005 for $1 Million Baby. He has additionally won a Golden Globe Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award. Freeman has showed up in numerous other film industry hits, including Unforgiven, Glory, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Seven, Deep Impact, The Sum of All Fears, Bruce Almighty, Along Came a Spider, The Dark Knight Trilogy, March of the Penguins, The Lego Movie, and Lucy. He is known for his particularly smooth, profound voice. He got his first break as a component of the cast of The Electric Company. Auto crash. Freeman was harmed in a car crash close to Ruleville, Mississippi, the evening of August 3, 2008. The vehicle in which he was voyaging, a 1997 Nissan Maxima, left the interstate and flipped more than a few times. He and a female traveler, Demaris Meyer, were safeguarded from the vehicle utilizing the jaws of life. Freeman was taken by means of restorative helicopter to the Regional Medical Center, the Med, healing facility in Memphis. Police precluded liquor as a factor in the crash. Freeman was intelligible after the crash, as he kidded with a picture taker about taking his photo at the scene. His left shoulder, arm, and elbow were broken in the crash, and he had medical procedure on August 5, 2008. Specialists worked for 4 hours to repair nerve harm in his shoulder and arm. On CNN's Piers Morgan Tonight he expressed that he is left-given, yet can't move the fingers of his left hand. He wears a pressure glove to ensure against blood pooling due to non-development. His marketing expert reported he was relied upon to make a full recuperation. Meyer, his traveler, sued him for carelessness, guaranteeing that he was drinking the evening of the mishap. Along these lines, the suit was settled. Presently, in the event that you trust that bullshit, then you are a comedian. So what does Morgan do today? He possesses a bar in Memphis that plays unrecorded music. Go figure.